together can make change happen. How? How do we do that? You could think about what you do, like individually, as like recycling or carrying a water bottle. Maybe a collective action is something that IES La Puebla decides to do. Like, maybe they'll say, okay, we won't wrap our sandwiches, our bocadillos, in saran wrap anymore. We'll use something else. Something that biodegrades. I don't know. Or do something else. So that is a larger change. It's a systemic change. And systemic change, so a system is basically a process that we do. It could be like you have a system for organizing your schoolwork. Like you always keep your homework in one place and put your books when you get home in this one area, and then you take it out and do your homework like in a specific place in your room or in your apartment or whatever. That's a system. And we use systems all the time as people to organize the way that we do things. And so when it comes to climate change, systemic change doesn't mean recycling more. It doesn't mean just not buying certain clothing. It means like a government implements a policy that bans certain types of materials, for example, or that acknowledges that indigenous people risk more in pipeline construction. So systemic change is a big picture. It's a big picture look. And in my opinion, both things, individual change and systemic change, are really important because you can do something that makes you feel hopeful or feel better about what you're doing personally. Like for me, when I first moved to Spain, or to Almeria, I learned that a lot of people don't drink from the tap water. And I was like, okay, but I don't like buying bottled water. So instead, I got a filter. And my filter filters the water from the sink. So I still drink tap water, and I don't have to use water bottles, like plastic water bottles. And that makes me feel good, and that's important. But can you imagine how cool it would be if the government invested in a water filtration system that meant everybody in Almeria could drink tap water, and you wouldn't have to buy bottled water anymore? That would be pretty cool, right? So that's kind of the difference between individual change and systemic change. And I think that's the end of the slide.